Hi, my name is Julie Stigmeyer, and I work with the Writing Studio at Concordia University, Irvine. Today I'm going to share a quick writing tip as part of a series so you can incorporate best practices of scholarly writing into your own work. In this video, I will discuss 3 essential references to keep in your APA toolkit. If you need a refresher on how to set up your reference page, please find the Reference List Basics video in the description. According to the APA manual, reference list entries have 4 elements. The author is who is responsible for the work. The date refers to the when, the publication date or year. The title answers the what question, what is the work called? The source details where a reader could retrieve the work. So those 4 elements are who, when, what, and where in that order, and each of them are separated by periods. So in this first example, we see 2 journal articles that are listed as references. In the Dameron entry, we see the who, when, what, and where. Notice that after each one of these sections, there are periods. So some notes on these. For authors, use last names and first and middle initials only, no first names, and note the space between the initials and the periods. It's very fussy. For the year, place in parentheses and add a period. For the title of the article, use regular font, no italics, and notice the capitalization. This is called sentence case. Only the first word of the title, subtitle, and any proper nouns are capitalized. In the Grady entry, for example, you can see that only the E of emotions and the A after the colon, which indicates the subtitle, are capitalized. However, in the Dameron entry, we have some additional proper nouns, person-centered counseling, and solution-focused brief therapy. The A of Anne is also capitalized since it begins a subtitle. Then for the where, the journal name is in italics and title case. A comma is added before the volume number in italics, and the issue number in parentheses has no space and no italics. Last is the page range and then a period. And then note that with APA 7, URLs or DOIs must be included in blue and hyperlinked. So that's the hard one. Now we get to the authored book. We still have the who, when, what, and where, but it's a bit simpler. Same principles for the author, last name, initials, and the year in parentheses. The book title is like the article title in that it is in sentence case, but unlike the article title, it is italicized. Last, add the publisher. With APA 7, you do not need to add the location of the publishing house. And then you can see the second example shows a DOI address where this was online. The last set is web pages for government agency group authors and organizational group authors. Again, with web pages, we can see the who, when, what, and where. For web pages, we often see group authors. Typically, you can figure out what the name of the group author is by looking at the top left corner of the website. With some organizations, there is a more specific group under a parent group, as is shown here. The specific group is the National Institute of Mental Health, and that is housed under the National Institutes of Health, which is further housed under the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. So those parent organizations are also included. Add the specific date if noted, and titles. The title is like a book title, italics and sentence case, then the parent organization and the URL. In summary, follow the basic flow of who, when, what, and where for your references, and vary your references depending on what type of source it is. So where can you get help with putting together your reference page? In Concordia's online writing lab, The OWL. See the links in the description of this video for more information and assistance.